Recent data regarding the performance of Indian economy is certainly a matter of concern. The official data indicate that India's economic growth or the GDP growth has dipped by minus 7.3% in the year 2021. So obviously this is a pandemic year. We have seen a very serious disturbance to economic activity. So not just the GDP, the unemployment and employment data is also quite worrying. The latest data put out by the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy reveals that the rate of growth of unemployment in the month of May has touched a record level. April month has seen a 8% unemployment rate, whereas in the month of May, the rate of unemployment has increased to 12%. In fact, in the week ending with May 16, the unemployment rate was as high as 14.4%, which is the highest in the last 1 year. So the unemployment is increasing, economic growth is declining. So these are the features which we are clearly seeing in the pandemic hit economy. But we have to understand a very important point here. India's economic travails have begun much before pandemic. If the government wants to dismiss the entire problem as a pandemic-induced crisis, it's not true. The empirical data doesn't substantiate the hypothesis that it is only because of the pandemic Indian economy is affected. If you look at the data since 2016, there has been a consistent decline in the GDP growth rates and in the employment growth rates. So to substantiate my argument to my point, let me tell you some of the very authentic figures. The CARE ratings has analyzed the employment data in the 2007-23 listed companies based on their own annual reports. How many people have been employed there? So they have made an analysis of the headcount in these companies. It reveals that the rate of employment in these companies grew by a compound annual growth rate of 2.2% between 2016 and 2020. Interestingly, this period saw a compound annual growth rate of GDP to the tune of 5.8%. Even when the GDP was growing at an annual compound growth rate of 5.8%, the rate of employment was mere 2.2%. This only indicates that the growth is not delivering jobs as we expect. So we call it as a jobless growth or a job loss growth. So even if you look at in the last 3 years, since 2017-18, there has been a consistent drop in the levels of employment being provided by these companies. If you look at the headcount data in these 2,723 companies, we'll find in the 2017-18, there has been a 4% rise, year-on-year rise in the number of jobs created in that company. So this has declined to 2.1% in 2018-19 and 0.6% in 2019-20. I'm sure in 2021 it will get into the negative territory because the pandemic year is accompanied by job cuts and the wage cuts. So this data of the CARE ratings clearly reveals that the companies are not willing to employ more people. So they are employing less and less number of people and resorting to automation, resorting to extracting more work from the existing workforce or by increasing the productivity of the workforce. So they want to draw more work from the existing workforce than recruiting the people. So this is related to employment. Let me also quote the figures for the economic growth. The GDP growth rate in 2016-17 was 8.3%. So this has declined to 7% in the subsequent financial year, that is 2017-18. It further declined to 6.1% in 2018-19. In the pre-pandemic year of 2019-20, the growth rate slipped to mere 4%. Let me recall that even in the decade of 1980s, India has achieved over 5.5% growth rate. So we have gone to the levels which India has attained in before 1980s. Well, there was no pandemic in the 2019-20. We all know that the lockdown began in the last week of March, and the impact of the pandemic in the growth in the year 2019-20 is relatively much, much less. It's even negligible. Still, the growth rate was only 4%. Well, after this decline, we have faced this pandemic crisis. Pandemic has further aggravated the India's economic situation. It has further worsened the India's economic situation. So why is this happening? So the economic decline, both the GDP growth rate and employment growth rate have been falling since 2017 fiscal. Why is this happening? What happened during this period? We know that the demonetization was taken up in 2016-17. So this was the period when 86% of the currency in circulation has been simply withdrawn as a matter of shock therapy. What really happened? Not a single rupee of black money was unearthed. Not a single person is arrested for holding black money post demonetization. But India's informal sector has been seriously hit. Even agriculture sector was affected. The MSME sector was affected. And Indian economy has taken a serious beating post demonetization. And subsequently, there was a faulty implementation of GST. The faulty implementation of GST has made the life of MSME sector miserable. So, in the name of formalization, what is being attempted in Indian economy is to weaken the informal sector. That is the reason why the corporates have been growing. Look at the profits of the corporates. In the year 2021, when Indian economy grew at minus 7.3%, the profits of the corporate sector, the profits of the listed companies have grown by whopping 57%. So what does it mean? These policies of formalization of economy, whether it is demonetization or GST, clearly aim at strengthening the big industries, strengthening the big business at the cost of the micro, small and medium enterprises. So but India's growth story is a story of MSMEs. Today MSMEs contribute much more than the big corporates in terms of employment and export potential. But the economic policies pursued in the last 5 to 6 years is a clear indication that that the country's government policies favor the big corporates, favor the big business and ruin the economic existence of the MSME sector. Look at the MSME sector today. Raw material costs are rising like anything. So the latest figures indicate that the prices of iron and steel have increased at the range of 46 to 73% between May 2020 and June 2021. So 46 to 73% rise in the raw materials like iron and steel. Let me tell you, the prices of copper, aluminium, tin, and these prices have increased by at the range of 51 to 107%. So can any industry survive when the raw material cost increase at such an unprecedented pace? So as a result, the MSME sector has already been affected by the pandemic. There is a labor shortage, there is a breakdown of supply chains, there is a breakdown of demand, the consumption has fallen, and today the raw material cost, hike in the raw material cost, are affecting the existence of the MSME sector. So this clearly indicates that India's economic travails are not natural. They are manufactured by the faulty economic policies since the demonetization.